Yeah, that's fine and everything, but I want to move it. Shit.
What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are. It's Wednesday evening, and that means GT3 Series action, and it is round 2 of the playoffs at the Dragon Trail Gardens. And that's 2 out of 3 rounds, so next week we'll be taking on Watkins Glen in the championship. So this could be really important for a few of our guys for this race here at Dragon Trail. And as always, got Monkey in the booth. What's your thoughts about this evening?
I think it's going to be a good race. It's a track not too many people are familiar with, so I think we're going to see a lot of people struggling for speed, struggling to stay on the track. Should be a real exciting race.
I 100% agree. Weather could possibly happen here. We saw it a little bit in practice, so that's something we may have to keep our eye on as this goes on. And it's more of a later evening race, too, so we might see it get a little dark towards the end, which could affect some of these guys here. I don't think there's many lots around this. Fich, f can't get the word out. This fake track. But
I forgot the name of it too. Dragon Trail.
I know that. I was trying to say fictitious track. And
Oh,
like you say, they could have afforded some lots.
yeah, they're pretty cheap in a video game.
All right, but without further ado, we'll start off at the front, and we are going to be underway from Dragon Trail in the round 2 of your Ruthless GT3 playoffs. T-Dubs, Snowman, Hollywood with the top 3 qualifying. We got MJ Bros out here in 4th, Monkey rounding up the top 5, followed by TKO Chaos, Stu, Sir Gillians, Titans, and Rico. 10 cars, big field here this evening at the Dragon Trail.
That's another thing. 10 cars out here. It is a big field. It's going to be crowded.
I believe I thought I saw somebody go around. Oh, yeah, we got Titans back here in the wall. Rico. Oh,
Chaos spun out, but
he kept
nice
it on the
recovery.
track.
Yeah.
All right, so Titans figures out first about the chicane.
That Chaos did a full 360. He's still with the pack.
Yeah, he's battling there with Rico. Hasn't been there on the left quarter panel going around that hairpin turn here.
A lot of tight turns here.
Yeah.
A lot of turns that are just oddly formed. You're when you're in a turn, you're also setting up for the next turn. This track requires a lot of skill.
All right, so 1, 2, 3 kind of spaced out pretty easy there. Mike has moved up to 3rd over Hollywood, who sits now in 4th, who has Monkey right there in the Porsche on his rear end. Sir Gillens is looking up to Stu, who has got the top 5 just out of his reach here as they are going to head back onto the front stretch and complete lap number 1, led by T-Dubs, current leader of your GT3 championship standings.
That's right. A couple first-time racers here tonight too. Mike, legend at Heat 5. See how he does with his GT7 skills.
That's right. See some guys battle this chicane here. Monkey and Hollywood right on each other. Sir Gillen's right there with him. TKO Chaos now attacking it there in that Renault. Titans has made himself up a position now. He's up around and Rico there making his first start. Ruthless Titans there on the windshield.
Nice. Titans also joining us from Heat 5.
That's right.
Actually, probably everybody's from Heat 5.
At some point.
Yes.
Oh no, Hollywood is going to have a half-second penalty here ahead of Monkey in the Porsche, so that'll be a position change coming up. Stu's not far off that Supra of Hollywood, so maybe the half-second I heard him enough allow Stu to gain up some ground here.
Yeah, it looked like Monkey was just about to take that position before the penalty. Hollywood is getting off the track a little bit. Where's Stu? There's Stu.
Might be up into the slipstream by now. Sir Gillens is right there on the BMW. I think he's running the Supra. Or I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure what he's running.
I think that's a 911.
Could be the 911.
That is the 911. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is.
That's a good choice.
Well, I
Yeah.
could have looked at his windshield sticker. I don't know.
Does it say 911?
Now it says Porsche. But
Oh.
I could have assumed that much. Monkey, though, has Hollywood right here on his rear. That's the closest battle up of the top 5 right now. Looks like Mike, MJ, or Mike and MJ, same person. Mike, Snowman, and T-Dubs have all just kept their respective spacing. Monkey, though, seems like he's got his hands full there with that Super of Hollywood behind him as he gets a little bit off the track there through this series of right-handers. Can be quite tricky because you want to be full throttle coming out of those last 2.
Yep. It's very, very sensitive. You hit the gas a little too early, you're getting off into that red painted sandy part. I'm not quite sure what that's made of.
It's made of no good. All right, so Sir Gillen's making a move around Stu down the front stretch. Quickly, the BMW jumps into the slipstream as they'll go down into this first turn. A turn that you can hit with some really good throttle here. So interesting to see how these two cars are going to be side by side going through here. Oh, jumped up too quickly. They hold it door to door through there. Big bounce off the sausage there for the BMW. And that will allow Sir Gillens to move up to 6th.
That was quite a battle and some good side-by-side racing with those two. Clean. As clean as you can get.
BMW's trying to cut everything he can to get back up there, but right here was the trickiest series of turns, I believe, going up this hill and making sure you hit those those 2 lefts kind of back to back with just a slight right. Oh, Gillen's around into the wall heavy.
Oh.
As we were just talking about those turns.
Unfortunate.
That allowed chaos to get around him as well.
During practice, I crashed there quite a few times. It's like you said, it was there's something about those turns. The track's laid out in a way that just, it's strange, I guess is a good way to put it.
That's right, it is. It seems like some turns just don't correlate with each other like they should.
Right. As I say, when you're in one turn, you're thinking about the next one, trying to get set up for the next one.
Top 5 look real good. You know, they're all basically close with each other. 6th place car, Stu, just off the pack there. The spacing between 3rd, 4th, and 5th is nearly identical.
I would say the only reason there's a little separation at 6 is because everybody from 6 on back has had some kind of an incident. Either banging with another car or racing. The top 5 have been pretty much in a line.
Gillens has earned himself a half-second penalty and almost gets it there on the transitioning of the rumble strip. Can get tricky there if you get off too far right on some of these rumble strips. They have a angled banking away from the racetrack. So kind of like that, throw your car down inside of that rumble strip. Don't want that.
No. And if you ride on them a good amount, you get your full tire up there, it's smooth on the top.
All right,
it's not a bad
good lead here.
Go ahead. That's it. No, I was gonna say it's not a bad track when you learn it and you race it, but you got to think about it the whole time.
That's right. Top 5, I'll go through this first turn pretty good. We'll watch Mike, Monkey, and now Hollywood go through this chicane. Hollywood's losing a little bit of his pace up here to the top 5 now, or to the top 4. Still hanging on to that 5th position though. Monkey's still very much after Mike up here in the Jack Daniels. What did he decide to drive this week?
He is in an Aston Martin.
That's right, he is in the Aston Martin.
Something or other, I don't.
V12.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big mix of engines there. V12 in Mike's car. Whatever Porsche's 6-cylinder is. Kind of flat 6.
Snowman hanging on pretty good here to start off. Has not let T-Dubs get away from him too far. You know, any mistake, that 5 could be right there in the catbird seat to make something happen.
So T-Dub's going to be coming up on turn 1 again. Not turn 1, but the chicane. We should talk about that sausage. We're straddling the sausage again.
Yeah, we'll actually watch him right here. He's going to be entering the first part of our chicane. We'll watch this Supra. Right here, he goes to the inside, straddles that sausage, hits this one, oh, he bounces up off that one, but he usually gets those lefts around it. Hollywood's another guy been doing that too. We'll try to keep an eye on him. Here he comes in here. Oh, misses that one. Straddles that one though. So, you know, he does the opposite of T-Dubs there, but y'all get the idea.
Yep, some guys like Monkey and Mike said he was doing it too. They don't even try it. It's difficult to do, but you gain some big time there. You could also lose some time there.
29 Corvette of Titans has moved up to 8th position now over Rico here in the 4 Mercedes. And Chaos there in his Renault has moved back to 10th. What's up, T-Dubs? T-Dubs in the chat. Leader on the track.
Yeah, I gotta watch the chat.
Oh yeah, Monkey's our official chat watcher.
As of now.
Right now, just started. Got promoted.
Is this the guy who joined the booth?
No.
No, can't be.
That was the foreman. So Hollywood, we mentioned he's dropped back a little bit here. And let's see, you know, Stu, he could be actually moving up towards Hollywood here now at this point. Sir Gillens has now, after his spin out earlier, has moved his way back up to 7th position. And I feel like he's really doing good. I think his first start here for us, and you know, he's driving that Porsche rather well. He's been real fast there, having to catch back up multiple times now.
He is. In fact, everybody that joined this week did a really great job with Titans and Sir Gillian and Mike. All great. You know, Mike's up in 3rd place.
Chaos now down pit road on lap number 7. He's finished 7. It'll be starting lap number 8.
What is that? What does fuel look like when he went in there? Did you notice?
I didn't pay attention. So T-Dubs is leading. Oh, Snowman's got Mike all over the rear bumper of him. So Mike has made a move up there in that Aston Martin against the McLaren. Now it's a battle for 2nd.
I didn't realize those two had gotten that close together.
I didn't either until I saw the battle here. Snowman actually down pit road now. So Mike will move up to 2nd there off the pit from Snowman. He had over a 1/4 tank of fuel left. That right front tire, though, was absolutely worn. Hollywood will remain on track as well. He'll have about a 1/4 tank of fuel. Right front tire on his car as well. Very worn. Seems to be the trend of the race out here. Gillen's, though, his right sides are about worn even. So if we want to look at somebody with his kind of look, that would be Monkey, who is also experiencing the field trend of a right front tire going down. We look ahead to Mike. And that seems to be the case on everybody but Gillens back there. Maybe a little bit where he's been getting loose out of these turns. A lot of left-hand turns could just be allowing his tires to wear a little more evenly.
Could be driving style too. Maybe he's pretty smooth in the corners. He's driving the same exact car as Monkey.
Keep our eye on
managing
Snowman.
his tires. Yeah.
Keep our eye on Snowman here because he just came out of the pits. We'll see how he catches up to some of these other guys. Team Radio says the Team Titans there, they were confused about the fuel map, so maybe that was a little bit of a hurt to his run. Was kind of running the engine a little too lean there to start the race. T-Dub's down pit road this time.
Yeah, I heard the same thing. He doesn't have a ton of fuel in that car, though.
Monkey and T-Dub's down pit road. Mike moves to the lead.
So with 35 laps, we're looking at, for you to split in the middle, we need a 17-lap run and 18-lap run. So probably 3 9-lap fuel runs and finish up with 8 laps. Some kind of combination of 9 and 8.
Thanks to everybody joining in.
Yep. I don't know if anybody's going to try it, but you could also do a fuel run at 12 and 13. Well, one stop.
Let's see T-Dub's coming out, meshing back onto the course with Snowman here. He'll come back out. Oh, Snowman's off the track into the wall. And, man, I think we're going to see another. It's that power issue we've been seeing out of that McLaren the last couple of weeks. It's going to bite him again here at Dragon Trail. And he is out of the race, just like that.
Yep, he is done. Wonder if we'll see him in a different car for next season.
We might do it. So we got Mike and Stu, who are the leaders right now, 1 and 2, off this pitting strategy people are running. Sir Gillens has moved back up the track pretty heavy and has caught the BMW, basically. Titans is another that is going to be looking to pit this time around. He has our already pitted leader of T-Dub's coming around, and he saves it there coming through the righties. Man, that's not an easy place to save a car, especially that Corvette.
Yeah, great driving by Titans.
Looks like Mike goes down pit road there in the Jack Daniels Aston Martin, and Stu will remain on track this time and take over the lead as a result. Sir Gillen's also going to remain out there on track, has a lot more fuel than the BMW and a little bit more tire. That right front tire there for the 24 is completely gone.
Let me see that. That is completely gone. That's lap 11, though. He made quite a run on it.
See if he can hold off Gillens before the pit stop. This would be a big battle for position back to where they'll cycle through. You can see T-Dub's already moved up to third, and he is in the rear view of these guys. So as soon as they go down pit road, the lead will be taken back over by T-Dubs, who would have Snowman right there on his rear, but unfortunately the McLaren power issues continue into another week, and that has allowed Monkey to cycle past Mike off his pit stop and put him in the seat to move up to second when these guys make their pit stop up ahead. Mike, on the other hand, I don't know, maybe he stayed out there a little bit too long or what, but Hollywood has, off his pit stop maybe about a lap or two earlier, has caught up to Mike now.
You know, T-Dubs and Monkey are not too far apart. T-Dubs just exited the 3 right-handers, and Monkey's just getting out of them himself right now. Maybe 5 or 6 seconds difference.
Very much in the rear view there of the Supra, as you see the BMW and the other Porsche out there on the track go down for their first pit stops of the evening, both making it a full 11 laps.
We'll see how this plays out. They can run 8-lap pits, 8-lap fuel runs for the rest of this race, and I would say the tires start to lose a little bit of grip around lap 6. Start to see the cars starting to slide around, so there could be a big advantage here.
Hollywood moves past Stu and Sarah Gillens while they're on pit road. See, Titans is about the closest there, but I don't think he's going to be able to beat these guys off pit road. See the refueling there for the Porsche. He had a little bit more fuel when he went in, and that's going to allow him to leapfrog the BMW on pit road. So now Gillens is up to the top 5.
It's interesting how this plays out. They come in for pit stops, and T-Dubs is still in the lead, but Snowman had engine trouble. Monkey passed Mike to take second. Mike is in third. Hollywood, I think everybody, of course, moved up one with Snowman's car troubles there. Gillian's up to 5th. Stu 6th. Titan 7th. That's quite a showing out of the GT7 rookie.
That's right. We got Chaos rounding up in 8th, and then Rico there in 9th, and his Mercedes. T-Dubs, by the way, man, I thought he was on a better lap than his last lap, which was the fastest lap of the race. But he missed this lap by 2/1000ths of a second.
Oh, wow.
So that's consistency.
That is some consistency.
You can see 2 seconds faster there for the Supra than the second place Challenger. Over 2 seconds. No, I'm wrong on that. Almost 2 seconds.
Keep messing up my picture-in-picture. Too dumb.
Real good run here for T-Dubs and Monkey. I mean, as this track starts to darken, we had mentioned weather was a factor in practice. We'll see if that starts to happen. We'll try to go on board with somebody. There's Sarah Gillen's going through the chicane. You can look up ahead to the sky. Looks a little dark, maybe a little hazy. It's nothing that we've not seen before that absolutely amounted to nothing.
It is pretty hazy, though. Just noticing the scenery around this track. Mountains and big body of water out there. Must be some kind of sea. They're in Croatia this time.
Yep, that's where we are. Got that big ass mountain back there. I'd like to know where that is.
I don't know. Let's see if the producers can look that up and send us the information.
I'm gonna go stand on that mountain.
I think Mike is making up some ground on Monkey. Some clever pit maneuvering, apparently.
I'm very curious to how the fuel will hold up there for that Aston Martin with it being a V12.
Well, he filled that thing up with fuel. You can see it. He's still at 3/4 of a tank. T-Dubs and Monkey are below a half. Looks like some people are below a half. Some people packed it full. So everybody in this field, I'm sure everyone knows, but everyone in this field has raced each other at Heat 5. They all have a fairly high level of driving skill and took the GT7 quite well.
They certainly did. T-Dubs, though, remains very dominant here in Season 1. And I'm not all the way up to date with the points, but I think a win here, I don't even think next week would matter for the man.
I don't think it would. I think points-wise he will take home the championship, but being the racer that he is, I can't see him not coming out and racing it.
At least trying to win.
Yep. He wants to win. He also wants to have the fastest lap.
TWC Verstappen.
Yes. What did we call him before? TWC, the world champ.
The world champ. Yeah, that's what we did.
So no movement in our running order for a little while.
No, it's
Hollywood.
good spacing between the top 4. good space in between third and fourth, rather. Sir Gillians in fifth is relevant to Hollywood. Stu's relevant to Gillians up there.
Everybody's really spread out on the track. Look at the track map.
Yeah, for sure. Tottens is well ahead of 8th place. Tottens is in 7th. 8th and 9th are on the same straight as one another. But T-Dubs is coming up on the rear of the field as he's now on the same straight as they are. And the man set the fastest lap last lap of the race. And he drops about half a tenth or so there on that lap. So maybe now the tire's starting to show what it means whenever you get so far into these runs.
Yeah, I think the tire wear, the time drop off wasn't huge, but you can see the car is sliding around more as they start to get a few laps on these tires.
I speak about that on T-Dub's behalf, but he is now setting his fastest lap again as he heads into the hairpin. Real loose there out of that one.
I think that's a trend we've been seeing all season, is as the track cools off, everybody starts going a little faster. Because we've had rain the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, some form of it. See, Hollywood must have had some kind of issue because Gillians has caught right up there to him. Has really closed that gap. And he's lost the BMW just a bit. Tottens as well. He's moved up the track quite a bit there in 7th.
I was just watching Gillian's BMW of Stu is within eyesight. Yeah.
Hollywood's very much in the range of making a mistake and losing that 4th position now as the Porsche of Gillians put together a nice little race here after that incident earlier on. Thanks everybody tuning in to the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Oh no, okay. Thought we lost a driver, but just can see only 8 at a time. Once again, thanks everybody tuning in here. Please lock the stream if you haven't done so yet. It's much appreciated. It helps us out. And
thanks for the reminder.
And thanks for our sponsors, West Higgins ORV on YouTube, as well as Skew Car and Defined Fate on YouTube, Skew Car on Twitter.
Hollywood just ran his fastest lap of the race.
With some fairly worn tire.
Yeah, it's getting to be about that time. Everybody that pitted after 9 should be pitting after 18. We had some people that pitted on 7. Well, Snowman's out, and was it tight? Who was it?
We see
Chaos.
Snowman pit and Chaos pit the earliest, I do believe.
Yep, Chaos is still out here running, so must be trying to get back on the pit cycle.
He's also on the medium tire that I've just now noticed.
Maybe that was his issue the first time around. That would make sense. He came in early.
Ooh, Titans runs a little wide here through the hairpin, but doesn't get anything serious. But yeah, back to that point, maybe that was the problem. The tire was just not lasting there for Chaos. So he decides to go with the mediums this time around. With the wear on that medium tire, the way it looks, I don't even know if I'd change when I went in there.
Hollywood's just abusing that right front.
Keeps it on track too. This should be his last lap according to the fuel.
This one coming.
Yeah. He's up here to turn 1, trying to attack the chicane now. Let's see where he is in relevancy to Mike. Oh, Mike's already up there out of the hairpin, so battle for 4th is going to be between, looks like 4th, 5th, and 6th. Titans, though, he has overcame a little bit here since the fuel map issue at the beginning of the race, so got to keep an eye out there on that Corvette.
Well, Monkey has held off Mike, but I see that Monkey is pretty low on fuel, and Mike has over a quarter tank.
Chaos T-Dubs down pit road this time. Monkey's going to have to do the same as the fuel says so. Tire looks really good though off that run.
I think we'll see some guys out here that are going to take just enough to get to the next fuel run. To the next pit stop.
That's right. Mike goes down pit road, 27 liters in the tank. That'll be a fast pit stop there for the Aston Martin. Now we look back, non-pitted cars fourth on back, except for Chaos, who has went down this time. Hollywood's going to have to go down pit road. He's got his blinker on. But he
I wanted to mention that earlier. I forgot.
All right, so T-Dubs pits, comes back out, stays in the lead. Sir Gillians will stay out and surpass all the pitting cars. Monkey's going to be coming out of the pit road this time. He's going to have the BMW running up on him, but not going to be a problem as the Porsche comes out of there. The head full of steam, stays ahead and holds on to third as they still wait for Gillians and Stu to pit up here. Mike as well going to be charging up on the BMW this time, so it'll be interesting to see how all this is going to play out. Hollywood still on pit road, only takes 83 liters for this run, so we'll see how that works out for him.
Is Mike driving around with his turn? He is. He's driving around with his turn signal going too.
Look there, we got two old heads on the track this evening.
What's the matter with those guys?
I'm turning right. Oh, Gillian's around there. Oh, right in the track. You know what that means? First one of the day, 19 laps in. It's going to be a West Higgins ORV replay. Sir Gillian's from second place, coming up the hill, the tricky turns we had mentioned earlier, and he's going to get off in that transitioning right where he got done to earlier, but goes into the opposite wall. And you can hear these cars moving up through there. Monkey misses them, Stu misses them, and Mike is going to have a car in the racetrack, but everything's good. And yeah, Gillians is going to survive. They're going to be, or he should be pitting. I don't know. He's got a lot of fuel there, so I don't know how much longer he's going to take it. Same thing with the BMW there. A lot of fuel. We see him run that right front tire all the way bald last time, and probably on that strategy of trying to cut this 11-11 and then cut those last few laps in half. I can only imagine that's what the BMW and the Porsche of Gillians is going to be trying to do here for this race.
Gillians held on to 5th place after that. That was a big wreck. He went way off track. Took some time to get back on. That's another good thing about this track, are the guardrails all the way around. So you can only slide off so far. No.
That's right.
Some other tracks you can slide off and go.
Oh, he's around again.
I was watching that too.
I'm going to have to go back 10 seconds for the next. Oh, it gets off into the grass there. You know, it's going to be dirty on that right rear tire. And he's going to come into this chicane, get some more dirt. Oh, yeah, the right rear just spun around, gets into the gravel. Unfortunate. Gillians, you know, with a real good race put together here this evening, too.
And just more dirty tire.
That's right. Thanks to West Higgins ORV for that second replay of the day. Titans, Rico on pit road. So Gillians has that going for him, as anybody behind him is still on pit road except for Hollywood, but you know, he'll have to pit and give up that position anyhow. Interesting to see how the BMW strategy is going to work out. Mike has already pit, and the BMW has held him off for a couple of laps at this point on that much fresher racing sauce.
You know, Monkey's up there in second, hoping Stu holds him off for as long as possible. Where's T-Dubs at? Oh, T-Dubs is checking out.
Yeah, he already signed the sign-out sheet.
Looks like he just ran his fastest lap again. 1:30.749 on lap 20.
All right, looks like Mike gets around Stu there in the double apex coming back to the front stretch. Maybe gracious there, the BMW, against the fresher tire. That cycles our top three back to where they were.
It's pretty hard to defend against somebody with new tires. Really nothing you can do. The other car can just accelerate and corner faster. Wasn't T-Dubs driving? No, it was Mike driving around with his turn signal on. I thought it was T-Dubs for a minute. Mike still have that thing on?
Hollywood.
Yep, Mike's is still going. How about
Hollywood's
Hollywood's?
is too. Just know, folks, they're turning left as well.
Uh-oh. Rico's having some trouble.
Oh, Rico up here on the front stretch.
He's out of fuel.
He's in the double apex, yes, out of fuel.
I didn't even know that happened. Did you?
No, luckily. Oh, Chaos runs off the track there, trying to just avoid that out of fuel car. But luckily for him, he wasn't very far from pit road when that happened to him.
Yeah, luckily.
Now T-Dubs, he's caught some more traffic. He's going to be on Titan's rear end here. Let's see how this works out.
Where's Titans at in the pit cycle? Titans is full.
Yeah, he had just came off pit road last lap, I do believe. He has T-Dubs right there on his rear end, and he'll let him go. It's one of the trickier parts of the track, too.
I couldn't tell where they were. I wanted to see that Corvette lay down some smack if they were on a long straightaway.
We had mentioned before, T-Dubs, he's checked out here. Now the battle, it is still up for second place.
They are not far apart. The monkey passed Mike with the first round of pit stops. There was not a pass on the track. So it's going to come down to when they're filling fuel the next time, and Mike is sitting there with quite a bit more. He is not going to need as much fuel to finish.
No, Monkey has caught up to Chaos now here. He sits in 8th position. T-Dubs has caught up to 7th. Chaos, I don't know if he just got out of the way. Yeah, that's what he done. Monkey will go around here. He'll merge back in behind Monkey. Mike's still a little bit off the gap there. Oh, Chaos went a little bit wide through that first turn. You can hear that Aston Martin ripping back there in third. It's
Can you?
sounding car.
Yeah. So what is he running there? A Robbie Gordon?
I think that is a Robbie Gordon scheme.
I think so.
Oh, it's a Clint Boyer scheme.
Oh, that could be too.
Let's see here. Let's see if he's got his name or somebody else's name on the side of this thing. Boyer, yep.
All right. Hollywood's out here in his Hollywood Video Red Bull car.
With the blinker on.
Yep.
Alright, so Stu has made the pit stop necessary to split this in half. He is not far off of Hollywood, considering Hollywood's pitting strategy. Gillians is now off pit road, but gets passed by Titans in the process. We have seen Gillians have a couple issues here in the latter part of this race. We'll see if he's able to get back around that Corvette off this pitting strategy.
Did you see where Titans got around Gillians? I missed that.
That was on pit road.
Okay.
While he was on pit.
Wow. Titans is setting down his fastest lap of the race so far.
All right, so T-Dubs is coming up through this tricky part of the racetrack. I did timestamp this in my brain. He's on his fastest lap of the day as well.
I thought he was time-stamping a comment I made.
I know. Oh, he gets off to the left side of... Oh, he really smashed it right into the wall there. But,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
the most immaculate 360 you ever seen with the nose off the wall. And that's going to allow Titans for the moment to regain that lap.
That was crazy. And, you know, everybody needed T-Dubs to wreck, and he does it, but he recovers perfectly. And
all right.
Corvette held his own down the straightaway.
The battle for second is now a car length apart. See if Monkey's able to hang on over this Aston Martin as they go through the high speed portion of this racetrack, the front stretch.
6-cylinder Porsche versus 12-cylinder Aston Martin.
Very close there, Mike and Monkey.
Yes. Oh. Mike was on the sausage.
Did lose a little bit of the gap there. Won't be as close in the hairpin as he was through the chicane.
It's quite a battle they have going there.
That's right. T-Dub's able to get around Titans again up there up front. Much better through the right-handers there, the Porsche. But that Aston Martin did a dandy himself. You can just see the speed coming off of there. With that little bit of slipstream, really helped the Aston Martin after he didn't have the greatest, first part of those right-hand turns.
The whole lap and they're right back where they started.
That's right. 10 to go now here from Dragon Trail. And it's starting to get dark. That's the sun setting over that big-ass mountain.
Yeah. It's nice and calm out here from our broadcast booth, but watching those two out there, but you know it's intense inside those cars. Trying to drive as fast as you can and not make a mistake at the same time.
Plus another pit stop, and the fuel difference here between these two, that's going to be a faster pit stop for that Aston Martin.
That's true. That's a lot of fuel. It's got to be 25% difference.
It's pretty close.
Maybe, yeah, right around there. Where's everybody else at?
See Hollywood, he is well off third place. Who has Stu not so far behind him.
Yeah, and Stu is in much better position with fuel and tires.
See how this next pit stop cooks up for that Supra whenever that comes around.
Yeah, Hollywood's right front again. He's driving the car hard. Maybe it's that right turn signal. Every time I blink's a little heavier over there.
It's possible. More gas combustion over there on that side.
Yeah, those atoms of light over there.
Macromilligrams of weight.
Mike's still running around with his on too. We're gonna have to make sure those guys know where those buttons are. So back up on second and third. They're pretty much the exact same position they've been.
Yeah, Monkey, though, he's looking like a pit stop is in his future, probably right here, the way that fuel's looking.
It would be the time to do it.
Could leapfrog that Aston Martin, but it's going to be a short pit stop for him. Shorter than that Porsche for sure.
Looks like Hollywood. Hollywood could
right.
probably go. Where is Hollywood? Oh, Hollywood is going one more lap. Hollywood will be pitting this time too. T-Dub's in with 1 liter of fuel.
Let's see what Mike chooses to do here with Monkey coming out of this double apex. And he will go down pit road with him. So no leapfrog here for the Monkey. That's not going to be good news because that could be a lot less fuel take for the Aston Martin with about 8 laps to go here now.
No, good move from Mike though. You never like to have a car tailing you like that, so smart of Mike just to, even if he doesn't pass him here on pit road, to come right back out in that pressure position. Be riding right on the tail of that Porsche.
Alright, Mike, he has took on a lot of fuel here. He stops at 68 liters. Monkey still taking on fuel. He stops at 75 liters. Alright, so he thinks that's what's going to take to get him to the end. It's going to be interesting to see. Mike took a lot less fuel there than the guy in third.
Oh, look at that gap.
And did make up for a good gap. Hollywood's down pit road. That allows Stu to jump him off his pit strategy. So that could be a good battle there for 4th position when these 2 strategies come together. We've seen Chaos go down pit road. Rico is now on pit road himself. T-Dub's already made his last stop of the day.
So T-Dubs has 3/4 of a tank. Mike is in between 3/4 and a half. Monkey's at 3/4 of a tank. Who else just came out? Hollywood, a little over 3/4, just coming out. Mike might not have taken enough fuel.
He may not have. Titans is down pit road as well as Rico comes off pit road.
You gotta run 8 laps, and I think 11 is about the most you can do without some fuel saving. And in fact, maybe 10.
We've seen Gillians and Stu make the 11 lap runs this race. So we'll see how that works out. Splitting this last run, a lot of these guys are choosing to run a little longer. A lot of guys went in with 8 or so to go. Now it'll be 7 to go at the line. T-Dub's already figured that out.
Who do we have left to pit? Stu going again. His car he's in good shape. Tires look fine. No reason to come in. Gillians, jeez. I think he's going to be a little short of being able to make it to the end, but it's close.
He's got Hollywood working up behind him, who made his last pit stop of the day already.
I bet we're going to see Hollywood make quick work of Gillians. Wish we could have Hollywood make quick work of that turn signal.
He almost made quick work of the wall there. I hear him squealing going by there that time.
That's close. Starting to get a little darker out. You can see the flames shooting out of the pipes when these guys are shifting gears. Hollywood's has Gazoo Racing logo on the front of his car. I called it Gazoo. Somebody else called it. What was that? Gazoo? Gazoo. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest.
That Gazoo or Gazoo? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, true. I don't know. That's not going to help us. We'll still be reading it.
In. See how he's going to be able to come back out against the Supras. They're coming through the Hollywood here, coming through the right-handers. It'll be interesting to see where these guys are going to mesh together. Be taking on tires there in the BMW.
It looks like Croatia, just got word from our producers, is on the Adriatic Sea, so that must be the sea that we're seeing off there.
Uh-oh, here comes the meshing point off pit road. The BMW's there with Gillians. Oh, he's going to get off left. Shoo, that was close. Oh, no, he's still riding up on the wall. Hollywood not able to get around Stu there off the pit stop. Now we've got a battle for fourth. Loose into the chicane there, and Hollywood's able to get around.
Oh, let's see if Stu can get him back when those tires warm up. Wow, that was close.
That all happened very quickly.
That was pretty crazy. I didn't know it was going to come out that close. Stu's strategy is obviously working.
Both these drivers on their last run of the night. Now it's come down to a battle this close for fourth. BMW, I don't know if it's going to have the fuel to get it done. Under half a tank there compared to that Supra, and that BMW is right on the bumper coming through there. Oh, way off to the left, maybe breaking a little bit of draft. They're going to be neck and neck coming through the double apex. Unpreferred inside line there for the BMW. Has to get on the brakes, not get into the Supra. And Hollywood's able to get back that spot through the double apex, way down to the inside pit wall, trying to break that draft. What a battle here for fourth.
I want to see how this BMW power matches up to this Toyota pretty well. It's quite a battle, 31 laps into this.
Oh no, the sausage might have claimed the victim there for the 24. Got real loose there off the chicane. Allowed the gap to separate just a bit there for the Supra of Hollywood.
Do you know if the 24 has been cutting the sausage?
Maybe
doesn't sound that doesn't sound right, but
only if you do.
It looks like these mountains are called Biokovo, if you were to say it like English. Biokovo mountain range on the Adriatic Sea.
There you go. That's where I need to plan a vacation one day.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Gillians, wow. He's racing okay. He's really pushing that car.
Yeah, the big loser there of that battle off pit road we saw earlier.
Yeah, going off the track, that hurts. You know, it's at least 5-10 seconds difference.
Looks like the BMW is resorted. Oh, he's off the track. Stays in the throttle though, right back onto the asphalt. Man, what a run!
I gotta keep an eye on that. See if those dirty tires hurt him at all. Looks like he's doing all right.
You see, we're almost in full-blown darkness here now at Dragon Trail, as the lights are illuminated on these racing machines. Gillian's up here in 6th. He is in trouble because he's going to be at threat of losing the lap here to T-Dubs.
So Monkey has closed that gap quite a bit with Mike. Mike still has a pretty good lead, but it is cut to a less than a third of what it was when they came out of the pits. I suspect Mike might have been doing some fuel saving when he realized he didn't have enough.
T-Dubs around Gillians now.
Oh,
yes. Mike here, he has now gotten around Titans. Now that puts a car between him and Monkey. So we'll see if Monkey's able to maybe use that Corvette as a little bit of help to try to catch back up to this Aston Martin of Mike, who is able to claim second and hang on, as that turn signal is a lot brighter here in the dark.
It sure is. There's some cool watching here in the dark, though. See those brake rotors glowing orange and the flames shooting out of the pipes? As I say that, I don't see any, but... looks like Monkey might be in slipstream range of that Corvette, but... that would be good for that Porsche, because the Porsche is lacking on the top speed.
Look how many cars are right here in this line between second and third. It is Rico in ninth with Titans behind him in seventh. Rico gets out of the way there. I don't know if he's going to be going off the track or not. No, he kept it all together, but he lets Mike around. Now you have ninth and seventh between second and third.
And it's dark.
Ooh, Titans.
The helicopter's flying around in the background. A lot going on here. Where's T-Dubs? Jeez.
He is out here.
Wonder if we missed another incident with T-Dubs. He doesn't seem quite as far ahead as he did earlier.
He did
About
have
a quarter, a little over a quarter of the track.
He did have. Oh, he gets loose right there off the exit, but he'll be all right whenever he comes by. This time, it'll be one to go. Presented by Skew Car here in your Ruthless GT3 series from Dragon Trail Playoffs Round 2. A win here for T-Dubs all but solidifies his GT3 championship. But as we'd mentioned, you know, he will be there next week trying to compete. Still, oh, Rico way wide there. He was going to get into the wall maybe. Oh, Titans is all over the place. Monkey is just trying to finish in third. Somehow it gets through all that crap. Let's see how the Hollywood Stew saga ended up stretching out. Looks like the BMW is in save mode.
Has that saved the race mode? Saved the top 5? Will be a good finish. Stu to get another top 5 added to the record book. Or the history book, anyway.
No.
No?
I don't think. Wait, what question did I miss?
Stu, get another top 5.
Oh, yeah. That might be my second, third. I don't know.
It's still going in the record, or the history book.
That's true. Double apex for T-Dubs for the final time. Almost loses it again in that same spot. But he'll flash the lights victoriously as he crosses the line as your winner here at Dragon Trail Gardens in the round 2 of the Ruthless GT3 playoffs. Mike's there. He's still got Sir Gillian's and other lap traffic around him. But he's just trying to finish this last lap and make his first Ruthless start. A top 2. Monkey not able to get it done through the double apex. Got all those other cars around him. But second place will belong to MJ Ross here tonight from Dragon Trail. 6 belongs to Gillian's. 3rd belongs to Monkey. And I think it was Rico maybe there. No, Titans, sorry, finishing 7th. Hollywood and Stu still on track. A mistake from Hollywood could still ruin his 4th place finish. Coming through the Rotties for the last time. Looking better than ever there in the Supra.
I hate to say it for Hollywood because I like Hollywood and Stu a lot, but I always do kind of, my mind always kind of pulls for the underdog, so I would like to see Stu make this up. But it's just because he's in 5th. They're both
Hollywood
great guys.
Is perfect through the double apex, and he'll finish 4th here at Dragon Trail, and the top 5 will be rounded up by the BMW.
And that's a good race. Now I gotta say, Titans He held off Monkey for at least 2 laps at the end. I think Titans got some experience during that race, got that thing figured out, and was fast. I think he's probably running really good laps at the end there.
Yeah, I mean,
And
good race by everybody. You know, we had such a large field and no incidents. A lot of guys really first week on the game, I'm pretty sure. And then other than that, there's a few guys out here, maybe their third or fourth race ever on this thing. So, you know, overall, a pretty tricky track and a good showing from this Ruthless GT3 series. And, you know, the guys that wasn't even in the playoffs kind of making sure they didn't really interfere too heavily with those guys that were. You know, just overall, it was a good day for sportsmanship, good day for racing, good day for learning.
yeah, good win for T-Dubs and Mike coming out here. Like you said, coming out here and racing, but being respectful of the people in the playoffs, still pulls off a second place finish. Great job to Mike too. His first official Gran Turismo race. Excellent job, and Titans did a great job, and Sir Gillian's, everybody did a great job.
That's right. You know, I couldn't be happier for the guys who race and make, you know, these races as entertaining as they are. Hopefully everybody shows up again next week because it's the last race of season 1 here in the Ruthless GT3 series, and it's going to be happening at Watkins Glen with the boot. So all you NASCAR fans, we get that little extra bit of track next week that we're not used to seeing, and that will be the championship race. Now, as we've already discussed, you know, the points probably not going to be much of an issue, but the competition's still going to be stout on just trying to get that win.
The points for the championship, I think we have that locked up. But second, third, fourth, I think those are still up for grabs. I don't have the data right here in front of me, but I think it is close.
Yeah, I mean, you know, very much up for grabs who could finish second, third, and fourth, even fifth here in the point standings at the end of season 1. But
Yep.
just as important, I feel like, is those guys coming back and running with us next week, you know, just to try to get ready for season 2, because, you know, this was kind of like the prototype, and it seemed like it's ran pretty well. So I can only imagine what next season's going to bring. You know, maybe we have the GR3 cars with a mixed bag and just, you know, some different things going on.
Right. I also want to mention we haven't had Cork with us for the playoffs. Cork has been occupied with his work, so we are missing one of our fastest guys during these last few races too. He would be right up in here contending for first place. He can run with TWC at some of these tracks, and runs. In fact, Cork and Snowman spend most of the race fighting it out for second. So
You know,
Cork will be back.
you're exactly right. You know, missing Cork, big deal here. And, you know, also in this playoffs, the McLaren with those power issues, we've seen that about the last 2 or 3 weeks, unfortunately for him. So that's another fast driver that's not been in the later part of these last few races. So, not, you know, you have 10 drivers in this field, and then you add Cork, there's 11, and that makes about half the field super quick. So anything can happen there. I can only imagine what next season will bring. And then, you know, even before that, we got Watkins Glen to watch out for. Could be an interesting day out there at the Glen. What do you think we could see happen maybe in that championship race?
I think the Glen is going to be one of the best races of the season. Everybody, like we mentioned earlier, everybody here is from Heat 5. We all think we are the fastest at Watkins Glen. Every racing game we've ever had has had Watkins Glen as a track, if I'm not mistaken. So we all are very experienced with that track. The only difference is we have the boot to go through. So there's one section different, but 75% of that track we all know like the back of our hand. I imagine it is going to be some tight racing, some fierce battling going through that chicane, or the bus stop as it's called in NASCAR. And I don't know if we're going to see a caution-free day there. I think that track is going to be bringing out the aggression in all of us.
That's right. And I think we're through practice we've been seeing some tire issues on the soft, so maybe we'll see some guys having to run the mediums to get around the Glen, which is notorious for being a little slick there, especially through the boot.
That's true. That is another. They're all these tracks, bring their own level of skill, and Watkins Glen is no exception. Getting through the boot on that uphill turn, it's another. For me, it's difficult because you want to come out of that right-hander as fast as you can, but if you're going just a little bit too fast, you're going off the track.
It's 100% right. So a lot of things still to go down in this season. Plus, we have the NASCAR heat thing continuing. Mentioning that, tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Catch the Ruthless Racing Pro Series taking on Atlanta as the in-season tournament. The Ruthless Regatta is very much alive and well. And you're going to see your very own Monkey trying to take on MJ Bros again. Will Monkey be able to? Maybe Monkey can go into his ballpark and make some noise tomorrow night and move on in the Ruthless Regatta. What's your thoughts about Atlanta?
What a great intro for that race. I didn't even think about it. MJ and Monkey battling it out here tonight. They're going to be doing it again tomorrow to get to the next round. I think it will be interesting. I think everyone can be fast at Atlanta. It's a no-lift track for the most part. And Monkey will be driving the number 6 Mustang, and MJ will be in the number 4 Mustang. So I think it could be a good race.
That's right. A lot of guys trying to move on in that in-season tournament. Goes down in Atlanta this week. Next week they take on Talladega, which is another crapshoot track on who can move on. And then everything comes down to a head between two drivers at Dover. One of the trickiest concrete tracks in all of NASCAR. So the Ruthless Regatta is live and well, and we'll keep that thing going. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to catch that next round at Atlanta.
What a great trio of tracks.
Yeah, really, a lot could happen.
Yeah, Atlanta, Dega, Dover.
And especially with Atlanta, they have the pit road rule where you have to go in on the backstretch, ride 3 and 4, and enter the pits. There's 2 pit stops per stage tomorrow night. So that's a lot of room for guys to make mistakes just getting on and off pit road. I think that's actually going to be the biggest turning point of the race is who does and don't either slide through the grass or come back on the track and get a pass-through penalty. A lot of things are going to be in order at Atlanta, more than just trying to stick it to the bottom and be the fastest out there. But tune in tomorrow at 9. Catch Monkey and MJ Bros trying to battle it out 1v1 with several other guys in the Ruthless Pro Series to move on in the Ruthless Regatta.
That's right. I forgot about that little pit rule. I made quite a few mistakes on that little pit entry. I better get out there and practice that.
Yeah, that's going to be a very important part to winning Atlanta tomorrow night, or just moving on in the in-season tournament. But without further ado, congratulations to T-Dubs, MJ Bros, and Monkey all getting the top 3 here. T-Dubs, wrapping things up, regular and playoff champion. But we still have the Glen to settle some differences throughout the field. So make sure you tune in for that next week. Thanks to everybody who has watched. Please like the stream, share it for people to watch later. This is awesome action here at Dragon Trail Gardens. Thanks to Monkey for doing this with me, as always. It's been a great season 1. We've still got one more race to go. And
another season.
Yeah, got a whole nother season after this as well. So things are just rolling, just starting to roll here for Ruthless Racing and branching off into some new things. And, just a little tidbit, the GR4s may make their own series appearance here at some point. So something to keep an eye out.
But, that's true. Could be the start of a dynasty.
Could be, like the Patriots. But, yeah.
That's right.
Good day out here for everybody. Good stream. Appreciate everybody who makes Ruthless Racing what it is. Like, subscribed, whatever, sharing, all that stuff matters. If you're in the Ruthless Discord, part of the community, it is a great community to be a part of. One of the bigger online gaming communities that I've been a part of or even seen that runs just so smoothly. So, just appreciate everybody being cordial and just making everything go smooth for the most part. But
Absolutely.
yeah, and that'll be it for us here from Dragon Trail Gardens. And thank you, Monkey, once again for doing this with me. Thanks to all of Ruthless Nation. And I think they're in Iowa this week in NASCAR. First time ever for the Cup Series. So I'm excited for that. Make sure you don't miss that. And, rock on, race on. Ruthless Racing.